I'm a princess, a diva, and it's all about me.
Me, it's all about me. It's all about me. It's all about me.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Kissxs, cause you know. But I'm back with another video. So by the title of this video, yes, I'm going to tell the story about how my ex hairstylist let her husband or boyfriend, whatever the case may be, with their situation, curse me out and tell me off, and now I don't go with her no more. I don't go get my hair done by her anymore. So yes, it's my ex hairstylist. So let's get into the video. Wait, let's get into this fit. We got my boyfriend's shirt. We got a little old vintage purse. I like this purse. When I was younger, I didn't like it. Then we got some bell bottoms. You know, hold up. Period. Okay. I'm gonna put my purse still. What's big, sweetie? What's big, sweetie? Besides my Coach purse. Listen, when I get some bread, I'm gonna be able to say what Santana said, because I'm gonna have a Chanel. Period. But anyway, let's get into the video. Okay, so this happened a long time ago. This happened actually, no, it did not. It happened last year, because last year was my first year of college, and it happened last year. Okay, so last year, I'm gonna name my hairstylist T. Her name is T. So T been doing my hair for 6 years, y'all. 6 years, and she was the only person that ever did my braids. My cousin used to do my braids, but then I started going to T, and ever since then I haven't stopped going to her. And T been giving me like crazy behind braids, crazy parts, all that. Like, I've had star parts, triangle parts, heart parts, nice braids, nice like feed-ins and everything. Like, okay, she was nice. So I guess this particular day she been going through some stuff, because it wasn't her day and it wasn't my day, and apparently it wasn't her husband or boyfriend's day either, because she just was acting crazy. Okay, so this was around August. This is when I first started going to Newman, which I don't go there anymore. And if y'all want a video about that, leave it in the comments below, and I'll make a video on why I don't go there anymore. But so I'm like, okay, this is my first year of college. I want some hair, like I want my hair done that's gonna last me, because I don't have time to keep going back to Philadelphia, traveling every weekend to get my hair done. So I was like, okay, then I'm gonna get some braids. Ooh, I got lazy eyes. So I looked up this picture. Hopefully I could find a picture, because it was a long time ago, and if I can, I'm gonna put it right here. Here, I looked at this picture and I'm like, oh, these braids is cute. I want these braids done. Let me ask T to do them. Like I said, I trust her with my hair 100%, and I knew she can get the look done. Okay, so T was like, yeah, I could do it, blase blase. So at this time, this is when knotless braids were just coming in, and the braids that I wanted, it was like feed-ins in the front, and then it was like knotless braids in the back with like the curly hair. But I was like, oh, I don't like knotless. Like, I didn't like knotless at the time. I heard a lot of bad stuff about it, like, oh, if your hair get wet and your hair be puffy, they don't last, all that stuff. So I'm like, okay, I don't want knotless. So she was like, okay, I can give you individuals. I'm like, all right, cool. So we set the appointment. On the day of the appointment, I was like 10 minutes late, but this is because I don't know why I was 10 minutes late. Oh yes, because I was on the bus and the bus was taking forever and everything like that. And I had my boyfriend with me, so me and my boyfriend was on our way to her house. Mind you, we've been cool for 6 years, me and T. So I asked her, I'm like, is it cool if I bring my boyfriend and all that stuff? She was like, yeah, girl, it's fine. So me and my boyfriend came, and me and my boyfriend was on our way, and I was like, okay, babe, I gotta stop at the Poppy store. The Poppy store was right down the street from her. So I'm like, all right, cool, I'm gonna take the money out, because usually when I pay, I always take the money out, or I always have cash, because I wasn't doing like the Cash App, and I always had cash, and I always brought my hair. So this time I'm like, okay, let me take the money out, and then we can go to her. I'm texting her, I'm like, hey, I'm at Poppy store trying to get the money out, and I'll be with you shortly. So she was like, all right, cool. So like, our relationship was super cool. Like, we'll be texting about anything else, and she's older than me. Like, she got to be probably like 25, 26,
42, 43, 44, 45, 46.
probably 30, because she got like 3 kids, so she probably in her 30s, 32. So I'm like, all right, cool, I'll be with you after I get the money out. So I go to the bank, I'm not the bank, the ATM, and I'm about to take the money out. Mind you, the bank had sent me a card before, and I'm like, why they send me another card? I already have this card. This is when I was younger, so I did not know that my card could expire, because I had that card for a long time. Like, I didn't know that my card could expire after a certain amount of years. So I just thought the card was a regular card. So when I went to go take the money out the ATM, it said that my card was expired. I'm like, what? Oh, that's why they sent me the other card. So my boyfriend's like, all right, well, just tell her you'll Cash App her, or when you get there. I'm like, all right, cool. It's like all these lantern bugs just flying around outside. Like, that is so disgusting. But yeah, so we get to our house, and I'm like, hey, what's up? I didn't blow dry my hair. This is when I had cut my hair. I did the big chop, so my hair was just growing back. And I mean, it wasn't short, but I didn't know how to keep up with it. And at this time, I didn't know how to blow dry my hair. Now I do. So she was like, what, you didn't blow dry your hair? I'm like, no. She's like, all right, come on, because I got a client. So I'm like, all right, cool. So she doesn't blow dry my hair. She just gets into braiding. Usually she does blow dry my hair. I don't know why she didn't this time, but me not knowing the process of this hairstyle, I'm like, all right, cool, she's the hairstylist, I trust you. So all right, cool. So about 3-4 hours went by, I'm getting my hair done, and she's finished. So I'm like, all right, can I go to the bathroom? She's like, girl, go ahead, go to the bathroom. So I went upstairs, went to the bathroom, and I'm in the bathroom, and I look in the mirror, and I'm like, I don't like my hair. Like, it wasn't, I don't know, it was like she didn't grip it like in the front, and mind you, it was feed-ins, so it just didn't lay flat. Okay, so look how my hair was not full. Look how old it looked on the side, and look how fuzzy it is at the top. Like, it just did not lay flat. She did not do a good job. Look at my friend, like, my hair looked like puffy, like it wasn't her best work. So I'm in a bathroom for about 5 minutes, and I'm like, yo, like, how do I tell this girl that been doing my hair for a long time that I don't like my hair? So I hear her come out. She was like, Diamond. I'm like, yeah, what's up? She was like, you gonna go to the store and get my money? Because, well, okay, let's go back. So I'm in the bathroom for about 5 minutes, and I hear her coming, and she was like, Diamond, are you gonna go to the store and get my money? And I'm in the bathroom like, why is she talking to me like this? Like I don't pay. Like I don't pay, never have pay, or I pay late. I pay on time, I've been paying on time, all that. And my sister even got her hair done, well, was getting her hair done by her. But I was just confused. And I did tell her like, oh yeah, I am going to Cash App you. So I don't know why she said to me, oh, you gonna go to the store and get my money? And I didn't like that. I'm like, all right, cool. One, I don't even like my hair, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna tell you I don't like my hair. So I go back downstairs and I'm texting my boyfriend. I'm like, babe, I don't like my hair. He's like, what's wrong with it? I'm like, it's puffy, it's not laying down, and I don't really know how to tell her. Like, my braids wasn't even like I'm a beginner braider, and I think I did a good job for my braids, but like they weren't straight. Like, that was a mess. And if I have a video, I do have a video, but if I have like a picture of my hair, I'm gonna put it up here because y'all need to see how she did my hair. And I'm gonna put like her actual work, like when she used to do my hair to that. I didn't know. So she comes back downstairs and I'm like, hey Tanisha, I'm about to cash app you. So I'm about to go cash app her, and it says something wrong with my card. And that's when it clicked. I'm like, oh snap, yeah, my card is expired, I can't cash it. So I'm thinking because it's on my phone, maybe I can cash app her. So I'm like, hey Tanisha, my card is expired, so I have to go home and activate my other card and I could cash app you. So her big bozo behind boyfriend or husband, whatever the heck he is, gonna say to me, oh no, you need to pay her right now. Ain't nobody about to get over on her. You need to pay her right now. I don't know why people always thinking they could get over on her. Ain't nobody going nowhere to they pay her. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, first of all, are you getting the money or is she getting the money? Two, how you want to, like, he started closing the door. How you want to start closing the door on people that's trying to get out? So yeah, my boyfriend, mind you, my boyfriend was there, and when I was trying to leave, but I was talking to T, I'm like, hey, I'm going to cash app you, I'm going to send you your money as soon as I get home. So she was like, how you not gonna pay me? Like, oh, if it was a problem, you should. I said, I did tell you, but I couldn't really have a conversation with her, because her bozo was interfering in the conversation. Like, everything I was saying, like, he was responding. I'm like, can she talk? So he was like, no, she just spent all these hours standing on her feet doing your hair. She spent 4 hours on your hair. And I'm like, okay. And I said 4 hours in the chair, and it's cold in here, so we've both been through some stuff. But don't sit here and act like I don't pay and I don't pay on time. And if we cool like that, you should be like, all right, cool. So, and I'm not saying that it's her fault, but it was my fault because I didn't come prepared. It was my fault, and I'm owning up to that. But at the end of the day, I didn't like the fact that you let your bozo talk to me crazy, because one, I'm not even talking to him. Did you do my hair? No, you didn't. So, so then he was like, y'all might not know who I am. Y'all don't know where I'm from, but we not about to do this. So my boyfriend don't really do too much. He'll just be like, all I know ain't nothing gonna happen. That's all he was saying. He was like, all I know ain't nothing gonna happen. Ain't nothing gonna pop off. It's cool, you know who you are, but ain't nothing gonna pop off. That's what he, like, he just kept saying it. So I'm sitting there, T start crying, and I'm like, I am going to pay you. I said, and she was like, you was taking forever in the bathroom, so I'm thinking you're not gonna pay me. I'm like, I was taking forever in the bathroom because I didn't know how to tell you that I didn't like my hair. She was like, you could have just told me, but you're not about to walk out here like you're not going to pay me. So mind you, okay, I'm texting my brother, because at this point I feel like I need to just pay this girl and pay this bozo so I can get out the crib. So, and mind you, T is big, and I don't really like confrontation. But like, you too big. Like, you just doing too much. So, my brother was like, I was like, can you give me the 90 and I'll just cash app you when I activate my card. So he was like, all right, cool. So he sends me the 90. The whole thing was just like, just Oh no, before I asked him to send me a 90, I asked him to get me an Uber to my mother's house. Well, to our mom's house. And this was way before T had came down the stairs, way before she was like, where are you gonna go to the store and get my money, all the extra stuff. And when I was done, I was like, all right, I'm finished. And he had called my Uber. So I'm texting my brother trying to answer his phone call while Bozo's still arguing. And T is crying, still trying to talk to me. And mind you, he had called the Uber. And I'm like, I don't want them to charge my brother. And you're not trying to let me out the house. So, after that, he was like, all right, cool. I called the Uber, stuff like that. So then he calls me back and he's like, Diamond, the Uber's outside. I'm like, well, they're not trying to let me out the house. I keep doing that, scratching my ear and losing my back. Yeah. So I'm texting him, I'm like, they're not trying to let me out the house. So I don't know if I missed the Uber. He's talking about something. What you mean they're not trying to let you out the house? I'm like, because I told you my card is my card is expired. So I can't cash out for the money. He's like, how much is it? I'm like, it's $90. He was like, all right, I'll cash out for the 90 and you just get out the house. I'm like, cool, I'll give you the 90 back. So I'm like, my brother's gonna cash up you the money. He's like, all right, well, no. And I was like, but my Uber's outside. And Bozo talking about something. Oh, but nobody's leaving until she gets her money. Like, she just sat there and did your hair. And she was like, yeah, like, I just sat there and did your hair. I can sit, if I don't get my money, we could sit here and take it all out. I'm like, that's what got me, because it's like, don't sit here and act like I don't pay, and don't sit here and act like I don't pay on time. Like, you just sit here snapping, crying, and then gonna tell me, oh, you gonna take out my hair. I should have let her take out my hair because it was ugly, but it was just the thought or the audacity. Like, you had the audacity to say that. So then I'm like, you know what, did you get the money? She was like, yeah, I got it. And then Bozo talking about some, okay, have a nice day. So I'm like, at this point, I'm highly upset. And when I'm upset, I could walk from anywhere all the way home. I don't care. I could be going anywhere. But if I'm mad, I could just walk. So I'm sitting there, I call my mom, and I'm like, Mom, why T just start snapping, acting like I don't pay her? One, I don't even like my hair. She gonna talk about something, oh, you could sit down, I could take it all out if you're not gonna pay me. Did she let her boyfriend or husband, like, basically tell me off all this stuff? So my mom tells me, hold on. So guess what? Why she tell me hold on? Because T had called my mom. One, at this time, I'm 19. If you have anything to say to me, you can say to my face. You could call me and say, oh, Diamond, I did not like the way that you handled this, and I did not like this, blah, blah, blah. What are you calling my mom for? What are you calling my mom for? So, now I'm upset with my mom because it's like, one, we need an Uber. Two, what are you talking to her for? It don't even matter what she's saying. It shouldn't even matter what she's saying, because at this point, I'm out the house, my hair is a mess. So what are you calling my mom for? And you got paid. You're lucky I didn't dispute it, because you got paid. So I keep calling my mom, She was like, hold on, T is on the other line. She's sitting there crying and all this stuff. I said, okay, that's fine and dandy, but I need an Uber. So after like 10 minutes, my mom called Uber. Mind you, it's hot out there, and I was just trying to get home. So when my mom called the Uber, she forgot to put 2 people. I told her that my boyfriend was with me, but I don't know why she didn't put 2 people. So my boyfriend gets in the car, and the Uber driver is like, oh, it's only the person that called only called it for 1 person. I'm like, but it's 2 of us. He was like, yeah, but she only called it for 1 person. And he was like, well, if I get another ride, you're gonna have to get out. First of all, sir, we live 5 minutes away from where the heck I'm at. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get 4 or 5 people in a car. In this little car. It's not Uber X. So why would you say that? So he was making me mad too. So then I get home and my mom basically set up like a little meeting with me and T, and my mom called me. She's talking about, well, would you want to talk it out and stuff like that? I'm like, why you keep asking me? I was like, you probably did something. So she was like, yeah, I told her that y'all can come, we'll come back, talk it out, stuff like that. And me being like not trying to be petty, because I am a petty person, I was like, you know what, cool, we could do that, talk about it, blase, get it done with, but I'm never getting my hair done by you again. So we went back and Bozo's still talking. Like, T wasn't even really talking, Bozo was talking. So we came back. I'm like, hey, T came out. She was like, hey, I just wanted to say, like, I felt really disrespected. I never see you act like that and everything else. She was like, I don't know how the situation escalated, and if you could tell me that, then maybe we can come to an agreement. I said, well, one, I didn't like the way that you said to me, oh, are you going to come get my money? And she was like, I didn't say it in no type of way. I said, but I felt like you said it in some type of way. Two, I was in the bathroom for a long time because I did not like my hair. And I did not know how to tell you that I did not like my hair. She was like, oh, well, we've been at it for 6 years. You could have just said, T, I don't like my hair. Like, what's up? You slacking. You could do it over. I'm like, yeah, I could have said that. But me being respectful of my elders, I'm not going to talk to you like you're my friend. I need to tell you in a respectful manner, oh, I don't like my hair. And when people are dealing with your hair, like I said in my other video, if you didn't watch it, I'm putting in the description box below. You don't want to like cause confrontation with people that's doing your hair, because I never, like, who knows how she would have reacted if I said, oh, I don't like my hair. So whole time that we're talking, Bozo talking about, oh, if you didn't like your hair, you should have just said that. I'm just not understanding why you wasn't trying to pay her. And then I'm sitting there talking to C, I'm like, and it wasn't really you, it was Bozo. And the fact that you wasn't like quieting him down or checking him, that's what I didn't like. And I was trying to tell you that my card had expired, so I was going to catch up you when I got home, but y'all was sitting there not trying to let me get out the house, and I was not understanding. So she was like, oh, don't mind him, forget him, he just likes to protect me. So he was like all in the corner, like it's women talking. He was on the corner talking about stuff. Oh yeah, but nobody gonna get over on mine. Everybody know who I am. Everybody know who I'm, where I'm from. And I'm like, do you hear him? She was like, just ignore him. So my mom's like, no, like that's what's making the situation worse, him. She was like, I know, but he just wants to protect me. He don't like people getting over on me. I said, but see, we've been going at it for 6 years, like you said, and I have yet got over on you. Like, why would I do that? And you did my hair, you did the service, so I'm going to pay you for the service that you did. So Bozo's in the back talking about something. Oh, y'all been going at it for 6 years, but that don't mean nothing. People still get over on people. And I'm like, every time that I'm here, you're here, and I pay. He's like, oh, I'm not here all the time. I got a job. You don't know what I'm doing with my life. I'm not here every time. I said, yes, you are. Yes, you are. He's like, oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. You don't know what you talking about. And I'm not about to sit here and argue with a little girl. I was like, I'm not a little girl. Not a little girl, but you are arguing with me. Well, you're arguing with yourself because you're sitting there getting upset over a situation that has nothing to do with you. Clearly, you need her money, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be here every time that I'm getting my hair done, and I was getting my hair done often. Every time I'm getting my hair done, you wouldn't be clocking her coins. So maybe you need to get your priorities straight before you're over here in our conversation. So, more of the story is, I'm not going back to her because I felt like she allowed him to disrespect me, and I felt like she switched up. Yeah, she did do good hair. She does do good hair. I don't know about now because I haven't been to her ever since. I go to some new girl named Mira, braids by Mira. Shout out to her. I'm gonna show y'all how she did my hair. But at the end of the day, I feel like if you have a loyal customer, like I used to give her promotions. I used to have people DM her, text her. And this is when I was like really popping on the gram. I was really popping, and like people was asking me, oh, where I get my hair done, and I'm taking her all that other stuff. And she used to tell me, oh, people want your hairstyle that you got. Everybody want that hairstyle. Everybody every hairstyle that you get, everybody want it. But you sitting over here switching up and acting like I don't pay you. I didn't like that. So that whole day for me just was like really out of pocket. Him being a bozo that he is, I hope that he bossed up, and I hope that he isn't talking to her clients like that, because that's messing up clientele. He was in a conversation the whole time, saying just smart remarks on the side, and she just telling me to ignore him. No, you need to check your man. He doesn't need to be talking or discussing your clients with them there. I mean, that's something that y'all should have talked about when I left. But however you thought about the situation, that's you. But at the end of the day, y'all don't go to her anymore, and that's the end of the story time. So I hope that y'all like the story. Like, comment, and subscribe. If y'all want to know the hairstylist, I will gladly send it to y'all. And what the heck, bye.
I'm a princess, a diva, and it's all about me.